you know how your mind wants to avenge you in the invisible set of your imagination, where all your hurtful moments cease to exist, and you're just kicking the butts of the people who ever hurt you. You know, you're going all ninja on them. Well, that's well and good, but that's not good enough, because you know whose butt you need to kick the most? Your butt. You know, the one that allowed all these situations and people to destroy you and not even try to get back up? That one. Because even if you were hurt in the worst possible way, visualizing punching the faces of the perpetrators cannot be the best revenge. The best revenge would be for you to show that whatever was done to you didn't have the power to destroy you, and that it actually had the opposite effect of making you stronger and better, and that it actually helped you in the process of becoming the best version of yourself, the best that you can be. And in this video, we'll talk about how you can be the avenger of your own self, not by necessarily seeking revenge or closure the usual way, but by instead seeking to reward yourself handsomely for all your troubles, away from the negative energy of the troubles and the troublemakers. This way, not only will you reclaim your power, you take your power back, but also this emotion, this need that you have, that someone has to do something or say something for you to move on, will disappear forever. But before we do that, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, here on this channel I talk about how you can find your passion and go after it at any age, how you can find balance even at the most difficult times in your life, and how you can be happy with the things and the people you already have surrounding you. So if you're interested, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up to spread the message. So the first thing to do when avenging yourself is to rethink your entire life plan. There needs to be some rearrangements, some additions, and more importantly, some cancellations. Yes, we're going to have to remove some things and cancel some people, because you simply don't need the things and the people that hurt you to occupy any space in your new plan. Because it's impossible to have these things side by side. You can't have, an exciting plan, a creative endeavor, right next to a plan to destroy someone or anger towards someone. We don't need that. But the thing is, a lot of us have this idea that we have to forever and ever be in resistance, live in resistance to the negative things that happen to us in our lives, when the reality is, and the best thing to do would be for us to completely remove them from our reality, just discard them. But the lies, the opinions, and sometimes even our own ego will tell us to keep going after our nemesis like some sort of a David and Goliath kind of thing. Well, you could consider that revenge because you are knocking that down, but we're not talking that kind of revenge. First of all, we're talking about the kind of revenge that needs no contact with that person or those people whatsoever. In fact, that's what this is all about, reducing our contact to zero, because we don't need that. We're going to make this all about ourselves and not about them. Now, you may be asking, how can it be all about me when this is about the pain and suffering that some other person inflicted upon me? I mean, they have to be part of the equation, right? I have to do something about it. I have to make them pay. I have to show them that I'm not backing down or that I'm not going to let them go scot-free. But the thing that you have to know is that planning, scheming, and executing a plan to hurt someone in itself is suffering. It's just another cycle of pain for you, in which you'll also lose your values and your morals in that very process. And what you're doing here is you're not living your truth, you're actually following the footsteps of that person or those people who have hurt you. Now you're becoming like them. And I think that's something that you need to avoid at all costs, even though it might be tempting to, hit them with the right kind of reaction, but that's not worth it. And how do you actually do this the right way? To do things the right way, the first step for you is to start focusing on yourself. Just redirect your focus and start focusing on yourself. Do everything consciously. Plan your moves meticulously, and then find this aspect of yours that is not a victim. The aspect of yours that is not affected by whatever happened to you on the outside, because that exists. Control your ego and use that energy to free yourself from the bondage of your past by letting go of your need to always externalize the solutions, your need to find the answers, the closure, the peace from the outside. No, because it will never happen. Because even if you were successful in annihilating your enemy, that still wouldn't justify all the time and the energy that you could have used, that you could have put to actually undo what was done to you. You could win in hurting them, but you didn't win in rebuilding yourself. You're still the same person that allowed that to happen in the first place. And not only have they hurt you, they've now turned you into this bitter person that is paying for their sins. And this is why it's very important for you to really understand the continuous damage that you're inflicting on yourself by going after crazy people. You don't need that. You actually need a plan to make the best out of the situation, to get the best out of this process and actually come out the other side a better person. That is the goal. The goal is not to emulate or replicate what those people did. So focus on yourself, build yourself, discipline yourself. Start becoming curious about the world once again and find out what's out there. Find out things that are outside of the tools you need to knock your enemy with. There are other things in life. Start dreaming, have a vision for yourself, plan it out. It's so much better than having these recurring nightmares about this faint memory and anger about something that happened years ago. Trust yourself and reward yourself every time you manage to get rid of this negative thought and negative emotion about this ancient story and this ancient someone you used to know. Make your life about you, not others, especially not these others who thrive on seeing you down and hurt. You have to make this one about making your dreams come true, using that strength that you are forced to build as a result of all the pain that you endured. Become the alchemist and transmute that hurt to success. This is the best kind of revenge. Nothing comes close to it. Nothing that you can manage to do to the other person or those people comes close to this, because the satisfaction, the contentment, the fulfillment that comes to this and all the blessings that this is going to bring into your life is actually going to make you forget about all the hurt and all the things that happened to you. You are no more a victim seeking justice or looking to prove yourself one way or the other, because now you've proven yourself to be the kind of person who can take something really horrible, something horrifying, and then turn it into something beautiful, turn it into endurance, turn it into strength and beauty and success. And all this is definitely going to end in you being the best version of yourself, because not only are you now not seeking to go after the things that hurt you, the people that hurt you, you have now turned that to your benefit, and you have now made that a reason to do good and a reason to reward yourself handsomely.